Okay, good.
Give us a second. We're coming. Oh, there we go. Oh, MG, Oscar Mike Golf. I mean, seriously.
We made it.
We know what a screen looks like. OMG. Okay, sorry to all the bunch. We know we had a bucket load of you all in earlier on, and so we apologize. Hang on, we got some guests. Let's bring them in first up.
They've been hanging around.
They've been hanging. G'day, folks. How we doing?
Hello. He will be with us in a second.
Oh, that's
He's here. He's just sorting me something out. So he won't be a second.
I mean, what can I say? You know, we go from one challenge to another, and it's called technical issues. Sure. Today's been one of those days.
Yeah, don't we just love them?
Absolutely. Yes. Hey, let me first up. I just want to go into the chat really quickly and say, Rob, g'day, mate. How you going? Nice to have you on board, Glenn. Everything that can go wrong will. I'll fix that.
It's normally the way.
That's only my little one. He's decided to read. Anyway, first of all, I just wanted to say g'day to Rob from Cruising on the High Seas. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. We've got Najuma. Welcome aboard, Najuma. Nice to have you here. We've got Troy S from Troy S. How you going, buddy? Nice to have you on board. And this is the reason why we're here today. Rest in peace, Papa Mozo.
Yes, absolutely. Terribly sad day today.
Kiwi and Oz, g'day. How you going? Nice to have you on board.
Hi.
Again, as the dates say here, 1967 to 2022, Papa Mozo, an incredible man. I don't know if you guys have all seen the thumbnail, but we are so sad to have lost a really great man today. And so we're going to dispense with a lot of the traditionals, but folks, please welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. And the idea is not to be in tears. The idea here today is to celebrate his life. That's our intention.
And a wonderful man.
Okay, just a couple there. We've got a Facebook user saying g'day to everyone. G'day, Facebook user. Curious who that might be.
G'day,
Ed.
Say again.
Works for James Bond. Alongside you.
I like that one.
Glenn, what you like?
Now, first things first. Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Yeah.
You recovered okay?
I don't. No, I'm still recovering from that operation that I had about 10 days ago now. But still on the painkillers, and it's healing nicely. But it's just a case of when you're moving around. That's all.
Awesome.
It's good to be back with you guys, and it's great to see everybody, even in these circumstances. But you know, just to reiterate, let's celebrate how much of an amazing person and the joy that he brought to each and every single person that knew him throughout all of his life. Although it be a little bit short in today's, you know, length of time, but you know, we all know that he played a major impact on not only the cruising community, but I'm sure, you know, the whole of YouTube and the traveling community. He was loved by so many.
Absolutely.
Amazing man.
Absolutely amazing man. We've got some really interesting things that we want to chat about and memories that we want to bring up. And I just want to carry on very quickly. Arthur, g'day, buddy. How you doing, dude?
Hey,
nice to be cruising fairly shortly, huh?
Yes.
Arthur is from Adelaide.
Oh, wow.
Lovely.
We got a new person in here, Kevin Bunter. Welcome aboard, Kevin. First time on our channel. Yes, what an exciting day! And boy, you better be coming down south.
Obviously.
Now, Sarah and Glenn, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion throughout today about an upcoming cruise you guys are doing. So just bear with us a couple seconds.
No worries.
Because we've got some nice stuff to talk about. G'day, Michael Ann. How you going? I'm sorry, you guys. I mean, we had like 18 people in the chat earlier on.
We're so sorry to keep
and we're sorry about that. My computer decided to hang itself. I mean, hang. And so I had to shut it down and bring it back up. And then it thought it would pay me back, which it did in spades. Okay. Arthur, yes, mate, there's no way known that they're going to shut down now because the rest of the world are open and there's an election in the wings, right? May the something or other, there's an election. So if they want to keep their jobs, they'll get us cruising.
They would not dare.
Yep.
Hello, Philip.
G'day, Philip. How you doing, buddy? Nice to have you on board.
Nice to see you.
And if it isn't the great Burjo, mate, Mr. Burgess, let me say to you,
Morning, David.
cruising.
Love it. Love it.
All right. First of all, talking about Papa Mozo, here's a man, 1967. He led his life as a pastor. He was pretty heavy in the church, and I know that the church he was dealing with, he had over 2,500 members, close to 3,000 members, a huge church. Admittedly, it was in the US where those numbers can grow. Surprisingly, we got a white man running a black church, which was rather interesting.
Get in.
And of course, it inspired a lot of people, and he certainly did a bucket load of things. And I know that he's a man who was very, very generous. In fact, I believe that there was a time where he was given a retirement amount, and he basically donated that entire retirement money to various YouTube channels, which we're incredibly grateful for. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Whenever there was a charity to be fed, Papa Mozo would put his two fingers up. I mean, his hand in his pocket and put his but he was also the sort of person that I know that would put his finger up to things like, for example, I don't know if you guys remember, but Papa Mozo doing a live stream while sitting in the nature reserve. So all we saw was from the torso up, and of course the cistern behind him. And yes, he was in the nature reserve doing his 2 cents worth.
Yes, and the man who didn't mind not wearing a shirt while doing his live streams, and that became his trademark, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. To anybody in the chat that had some experience with Papa Mozo or something funny you'd like to bring up, please share with us in the chat. Sarah, Glenn, did you have the opportunity to ever meet the man?
Not in person. We never met him in person, but we did speak to him a couple of times online.
Quite a few times.
Yeah.
Online. We had this little thing with Papa Mozo that the countries, we made an agreement because he liked to collect cups apparently. So we had this agreement with him, whichever country we visited, we would get a cup from that country and post it to him. So he was beginning to get a little bit of a collection. So yeah, I'm sure that they'll be put to good use by his friends and family. So
here's the thing, he had just gone into hospital probably the first time about maybe a year and a half ago. And he'd heard that my parents were not well. So he didn't have a clue who my family was. He just said, give me their names. And so we took their names, and he says to me, Sean, I'm busy praying for them. He's the one who's in hospital, and he's praying for everybody else. I mean, seriously.
Of others first, isn't he? Always used to think of others first.
Yep. And you always ask about members of our family as well.
Yeah.
Really, really, really caring and sweet man.
So Philip is saying that his Pacific Adventure ship was cancelled, but the same cruise and same date on Pacific Explorer were also, they also got an extra, so they were shifted to the Pacific Explorer with an extra $200 onboard credit.
Fantastic.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh,
fantastic.
we say in honour of Papa Mozo. Now, we know that Papa Mozo loved Tim Tams. He always rave about Tim Tams. So in honour, we haven't had Tim Tams in months.
Yeah.
So in honour of Papa Mozo, we're going to do a Tim Tam slam.
Oh, really?
And one of us might.
You mean I'm going to get Tim Tam fat?
We're going to.
I think they're like penguins.
This is we're doing.
What's that?
Tim Tams, we don't get them in the UK, but they're like penguins, aren't they?
Not as good, though. Not as good as penguins.
not as good as penguins.
No.
I thought a penguin was a lady who was in a convent. No, sorry.
Sean, don't make me laugh.
Oh, sorry. How are you doing, Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. Glenn's just sorted out medication for me, but it's still very
That sounds really
painful.
dodgy, doesn't it?
Still
Sorting
very
out on
painful.
medication. So
Yeah. Where's the syringe?
Version. The syringe, it's on the side. Because we're cheapskates, we can't afford penguins, so we've got their children. I can't even see what they're called.
Seal bars.
Right, so yeah, I think they're fairly similar to yours.
That's cool. I wanted to say good morning to the astute tourist. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Seal bears, huh? We've got Jeffrey from Jamestown Basketball Community Commissioner. How are you going, Jeffrey? Nice to have you on board, buddy. Sorry that it's on such a sad occasion. I mean, I would even do a shoey for Papa Mozo.
Oh,
Yeah, but I haven't enough wine. And the other thing is, if we did do a shoey for Papa Mozo, I'd have Sarah chucking all over the screen. So
Can't have that happen.
no,
Can't have that.
no, can't have that.
Lorraine?
G'day, Lorraine. How are you? I'm sorry,
Lorraine.
we had to change the channel because whatever.
Technical, yeah,
Gremlins.
those gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah. They knew the topic, and so they wanted to change the topics, right? Okay, so just a thing out there for anybody who's listening in, please, if you've had any experiences with Papa Mozo that you wanted to share with us, please put that in the chat, and we'll certainly share it with the community. As I say, he was one of those interesting guys. Anytime you'd see Papa Mozo, he'd be shirtless. Not motherless. I mean, he was no shirtless. Yeah.
Oh, just make me laugh. Stop making me laugh.
Why?
Because it hurts.
But I don't feel anything.
I could
No.
I could say that. I could comment on that one as well, but I'm not going to.
No,
Yeah.
don't.
I had a mouth issue too, Sarah, on the weekend.
Yeah, Sean was saying awful. It's awful.
Yes. Shouldn't be eating chocolate, but really. Anyway.
I
So-
tasted this and I'm like, oh, I really want it, but I can't. I can't even chew down or anything at the moment. So it
You
looks like
could-
it's in his belly.
You can suck on it.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I'm talking about the chocolate.
Oh, okay.
And Philip is saying that he's sitting there topless.
And he's willing to take off.
No,
willing to take the
Philip.
bottoms off.
No, Philip. That was Papa Mozo's terrain.
Philip,
Leave
we
that
can
to him.
see- we can see what you're doing right now,
Absolutely.
Philip.
We know exactly what you're doing, Philip. Behave.
Papa Mozo was a bit of a character. I can remember, like, he very godly person, and he shocked us, didn't he? With some of the things that he used to come out with. We was like, did he just say that? And yeah, he was so funny, so witty.
Yes.
So it always made you smile. Always. It's such a sad loss.
Jeffrey, the Jamestown Basketball Commissioner, is saying he was a very nice person. He wanted him to go up on his live chat.
Live chat, yeah.
He always wanted people on his live chat.
Yeah.
You're just a generous, generous man with his time, with his humour, with his kindness, with his wit. Pearls of wisdom.
G'day, Kenny. Sorry, mate, that we made you change channel, but we had a bit of a technical issue. I'm not going to go into it right at this minute. But it's nice to have you on board, buddy. You've got a couple of people saying g'day to you, so that's awesome. As we're saying to anybody who's coming into the chat right now, folks, this is remembering Papa Mozo. Please do us the honor of telling us your story about Papa that is memorable for you. We want this to be a celebration, not a mourning.
No.
Well, it is a morning in the US, but and it's an evening here, and you've got the morning too, right?
We've got the morning, yeah, 9:34.
And the time in Miami right now is 5:34. So, yep, well, we should have a bunch of people in here. Those on the West Coast, as in those coming from, say, Los Angeles, guys, wake up. We're having a show here.
Wake up.
Very early.
I have
Kenny-
posted it in the community, so
Say again?
I said I have posted it in our community in like on our Twitter and everything. So
And that would be great if every one of you guys could,
Share
on all
it
the
out.
platforms that you possibly can, that you're linked up to with either your channels or even people that you think may have known him or crossed his path. It'd be absolutely amazing if you could share it out and just get it out there, because he touched a lot of people and moved a lot of hearts.
Certainly did touch a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kenny, for sharing out on Facebook and YouTube.
Thanks, Kenny.
That's awesome.
And can I say, we're on a selfish note that we're going to be really sorry that he won't be joining us in October,
Yeah.
because there was our opportunity that we were looking forward to meeting him and Shelley.
Yeah.
I did put the message out to Shelley, and I was hoping that people would do the same. But we're hoping that Shelley still continues to join us on the group cruise, because I know that as a group we would support her and we would show her the love and all the important things.
Yep.
So Michael Ann is remembering that we're talking about shirtless. She laughed at the live. He ended up with the whole panel shirtless.
He didn't do things by half.
No, he didn't. Lorraine is saying that she didn't even sleep yet.
Wow.
Talking about sleep, Papa Mozo would be on everybody's live at any particular point in the time of day or night. He used to sleep as little as Kenny, which was rather interesting. Jeffrey is saying that Papa Mozo was 1 year older than he was. He was born in Jeffrey was born in 68, and Papa was born in 67.
Yeah.
Lorraine was saying that she was hoping to meet them.
Yeah.
So we're still hoping that we can get at least Shelley on board, and if Shelley brings one of their daughters along, that would be also awesome.
He asked us last year, wasn't it, to go on a cruise, and we just couldn't make it.
No, due to the current situation, obviously.
Due to the as Glenn just said, pandemic, we couldn't make it. So the borders were shut to us, and so
we were
sad.
in the same boat.
Yeah,
He wanted us to go on the same cruise.
Yeah, so we probably all would have been on that same cruise then.
What?
But yeah,
2 cruises with you?
yeah, I know, right?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? Yeah. So,
Actually, that makes you realise how young he was, but which is
I said to Sarah this morning, I actually thought that he was a tad older than that because of the life experience and everything that he achieved and done, and places he'd been to and stuff like. I expected him to be a few years older than that, but he certainly crammed a lot in.
he certainly did.
he had a full, rich life by the sounds of it.
Absolutely, in many ways, rich in many senses.
Yeah, he's only 5 years older than me.
So.
Kenny is saying that he hadn't been to bed either, and I want to say Kenny's never goes to bed, so that's nothing unusual, mate. But he is a moderator like you wouldn't believe. He's in everybody's chat, and boy is he quick on the trigger.
He's a good egg, is that Kenny?
Oh, he is. I just don't want to say it too often, because I know that Kenny's legs will grow and then he'll be able to run, not walk.
Yeah, we don't want that. Well, we
No.
do want that.
We've got Crystal here from Destinations Delight. She was saying that he was so given and very... That's Crystal.
I said, hello, Crystal.
Okay, good. He was so given and very kind-hearted. He talked to everyone, no matter who they were.
Yeah.
Very true. He was amazing. He changed lives. Papa Mozo was one of those guys, and I don't know if you agree with me, but he was one of those people that when you went into a room and he walked into the room, whichever way, whether it was by a live stream or whatever, you knew that you had somebody great in your presence.
Yeah.
You always felt better when he walked out.
Yeah, I always felt that when he was in there, it was like it was his live stream, regardless of who was doing the live stream.
Absolutely.
He seemed to take priority.
Yeah.
So not saying that that's the wrong thing, but I was always listening and looking for what Papa Mozo had to say, because of the words of wisdom that he used to come out with, and some of the witty comments that he would come out with. I was always watching for Papa Mozo's reaction to a question or whatever it was, and he just made me laugh so many times.
And boy, were they witty. I mean, like sometimes the comment would come out a little underhanded, and you'd think, now wait a minute,
did he just say that, or like what? It was like, you just get taken aback, and then you think about what he said, and then you laugh or whatever. Or
I would go, you're a man of God, and you made that comment.
That's what Sarah was saying earlier.
We found that, didn't we? Yeah. A couple of times we found that with him,
and that made it more funny.
Yeah,
that's it.
The unexpected always works, doesn't it?
That's it.
He had such a natural talent. I don't think he ever meant it. I mean, that was just the stature of the man and his personality, and he's sharp as a razor.
But down to earth, but really down to earth.
Yeah.
Genuine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
And,
I'll tell you what. He must have been a multi-trillionaire in Mountain Dew. The amount he consumed.
Yes.
Every time you saw him was with Mountain Dew. I mean, he would say there were the 5 food groups.
Air and water to begin with.
And then,
also your hair.
Yeah, and then he would say they were pizza, Mountain Dew, lollies, and then there were another 2 food groups that I can't remember at this particular point. If anybody else can remember them, please share them.
Amazing diet.
Oh, incredible diet. Rob from Cruising on the High Seas says Kenny has a trigger finger. Yes, he does.
Trigger finger
on the mouse.
I'm glad you kept that clean, Rob, because this is a PG-rated show.
What, kept the finger clean?
That's it. Lorraine said that Papa had an amazing personality.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Undeniably.
Now Rob is.
It rubbed off on you.
Oh, it did. It did all the time. Rob is saying that he's got a question, and that is, where will Mountain Dew get all their dollars from now?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Rob, I did hear that Mountain Dew were heading towards what do they call it? Receivership. No, not true. But I think there will be an official Papa Mozo drink in honor of Mountain Dew. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We'll be drinking Mountain Dew in honor of Papa Mozo.
That's it. When we're on the cruise, we'll all get a big bottle of Mountain Dew. Raise a glass.
Yep. We will.
Absolutely.
So now we're talking about this cruise. I am going to run the promo for the cruise because I want everybody to know which cruise we're on and really what we're trying to achieve as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will run the promo for the cruise. Anybody who's got any comments about Papa Mozo or how he affected them, please share it in the chat and we will read it out. But here's that special that promo on the Helping Hands. Sorry, the group. Yes, I don't know about you guys, but man, are we going to be enjoying that amazing cruise? What can I say?
Amazing.
Yeah.
We really can't wait. Really can't. I think what I'm looking forward to the most is Amber Cove.
Yep.
Don't know why, but I feel really drawn to Amber Cove.
Okay.
It
Yep.
just looks beautiful.
Well, you know, we're going to have to do a memorial, because what was expected was Papa Mozo and myself in Budgie Smugglers, and anybody else who wanted to join in the Budgie Smugglers, along with us having a
Restrain yourself,
shoey.
ladies. Restrain yourself.
Yeah, I mean, what a view, right? And we were going to have our shoeys at. Oh, there you go. We were going to have our shoeys on the Lido while we were sitting around in our Budgie Smugglers.
Oh dear.
Oh, no. Glenn, you're not.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's not.
a sight to behold, I can tell you right now.
Now we've got Rob from Cruising on the High Seas saying that he's going to take the place of Papa Mozo in providing Mountain Dew with its profits. So, yep, that's
Good.
And Lorraine is busy having a dance.
She likes
Yes,
that, yes.
she loves that music. Well, I can tell you, we all do. I mean, it's getting in there, right? Getting in the groove. How did you do that?
I'm impressed.
My R's.
Arupa.
Rupa.
Just showing off you lot now.
I know, I'll stop it. I'll stop it.
Behave.
I'll behave.
Oh, do
Now,
behave. Okay.
now, 1st of April, April Fool's Day.
That's coming up, Betty. Have you got something on that day? Are you doing something special on that day?
Oh, I don't know. We might be.
What are you doing?
Sarah's going on. I've only ever been on one cruise before, but on April the 1st, yeah, because she's a big fool anyway. I thought, well, why not take on her very first cruise? It is only a small one, a bit like me and Sarah anyway, because being 3 foot nothing, you know, it's got to make it. So 3 foot nothing and 3 nights. So we're nipping just across the water, only going 25 miles to France.
Don't say that. It
I
sounds
know.
awful.
How does it take it? Like I said, a cruise ship. How does it take a cruise ship
Glenn,
4 days to do
Glenn.
25 miles?
Glenn, I've got a serious question to ask you.
I don't do serious.
Now, you said you were 3 foot nothing.
Okay,
Stop
maybe it's
showing off.
it's so difficult to walk. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to Strasbourg, and hopefully visit Mount Saint Michel as well. So hopefully there'll be a few videos on that. But yeah, she'll have a cruising cherry pot. So that's
Yes,
cool.
my first ever cruise.
Exciting.
A little taster before the mega
I
one.
thought I'd better
October.
try one just in case I'm not going to like it, but I think I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I am looking forward to it, I must admit.
You'll be
So
fine.
We've got a little bit of information. We've joined a group, as you know, on Facebook. You can find any kinds of groups, and we managed to find we're going with P&O on the Ventura. So we managed to find a P&O Ventura group, and people have been talking to us and letting us know where the best,
What to expect.
yeah, so where you can get the good foods and things like that. So what's free, what's not free, where you have to pay a supplement charge for your food. So
Hints and tips.
yeah, hints and tips. So they've been amazing in that group.
Awesome. We've got Crystal from Destinations Delight saying super excited about going and meeting everyone.
Yep.
And we've just got Nick P popping in. G'day,
Hey.
Nick. How you going, buddy?
How you doing? Great to see you, bro. Lovely to see you.
We've also got Ravisha Suda. Welcome. Thank you, Kenny. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Hope you enjoy the show. Unfortunately, we are on a little bit of a downer today because we lost a very great friend. But to be honest, today is a celebration, and the way we would be doing this is in his mental thought processes. So I know that Papa Mozo would be more excited if we were talking about happy things and good things.
Absolutely.
And one of the things I did want to talk about was when we spoke this morning, my time, last night, your time, you were talking about a particular recipient that you thought might be a good candidate for the cruise that you're having or planning to have out of the UK for Helping Hands.
Yes, his name's Brad. He's 24, I believe, 24. He was born with cancer. So when he was born with cancer, a side of his face is really disfigured. So he's lost sight in one eye. His nose is slightly bent, and he's lost the muscle in his jaw. Doesn't seem to have any muscle in his jaw. So his face is dropped. And when we went to do the passport, it was awful. He doesn't even have a passport. When we went to do a passport with him the other day, it wouldn't even recognise his picture. It wouldn't accept it because it said his face was disfigured.
Well, they thought that because it says you've got to have your eyes open.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can't open his eye, the one eye, which is blind, it wouldn't accept his application. So somehow we've got to try and work a way around that, because he can't do that. You know, he doesn't want to be able to do that himself, because it's not only affected his face and his physical appearance. He struggles to walk a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not a completely natural walk, if you want to call it natural, but also it's affected part of his brain, and that's why they want to get rid of the eye as well.
Yeah.
In case it brings anything back. So yeah, we've got to somehow work our way around that one. I'll probably have to get in contact with the doctor. But if anybody knows how you get around those type of things, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
It says that the eyes have got to be showing on a passport, the passport photo, and they just wouldn't accept it.
There must be, the passport office would surely have exceptions like that.
Yeah, you would have thought so. But when you're trying to do it online,
but that's the problem. It's online, and you might have to go in in person.
That's probably what we have to do, the next step, because it's saying that it wouldn't accept the picture. So
any ideas when you're looking to plan your group cruise?
Well, the thing about it being in the United Kingdom, as many of you know, the weather isn't always great in and around the United Kingdom. And we did think about Europe, like Spain, Portugal, France, but I'm presuming that a lot of the people have already done that part of the world. So we were thinking about taking it around the UK, literally up and over the top, and then back down the other side, so we can take in the likes of Liverpool, but also sort of Greenland, Scotland, and Ireland. So if we could get all, and it would be going out of Southampton down on the southwest of England, which is a great port. You know, they go from here to America and things like that. So it's very well put together. You know, they've got a lot of facilities, and there's lots of hotels in and around the port in Southampton as well for people to stay, you know, a few nights before, if that's what they wish to do.
Now I've just got a question for you, Glenn, and that is, you said you were more worried about what other people thought and what destinations other people went to. My question to you is, where do you want to go?
I'm caught between a rock and a hard place.
I'd like to go to Portugal.
Because, I've never been to Portugal. I'd love to visit Portugal. It's been on my to-do list for many, many years now. But so has the Northern Lights. And I would love to go up around the top and catch just a glimpse of those at some point. We were meant to go to Iceland, not last year, the year before, but unfortunately that got cancelled. So, caught between a rock and a hard place. But, guys, you know, if you want to join us next year, we're probably talking around sort of the end of summer, just to try and get the prices down. Please let us know, let Sean know what you would prefer, whether you prefer a little cruise around Europe. We're probably looking at 7 days, similar to the Miami one later on this year in October. But 7 days, either up around the whole of the United Kingdom, or
Mediterranean cruise.
You know, taking some of the sites of Europe.
Well, I was actually thinking of the Mediterranean, but you know what? Because most people, I mean, you guys are bored with the Med. Seriously, you guys are, because you just sneeze and you're in the Med, right? Yes. But people coming from the US and anywhere else around the world don't even know how to spell the Med. So why not take them there and show them? But then again,
I mean, we've got more chance of good weather as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
now, please stop telling me about the weather in the UK, right? Because the question there is simple: whether it rains or not.
Yes. That's it, isn't it? So at the moment, we've got rain.
Yeah, there we go. But there is no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing.
Yeah, that's
and bad
Yeah, that's
preparation.
it. Now, just back in the chat quickly, Philip is saying, how do you get a passport if you're a pirate? Good question.
Oh.
Philip. I do believe that Portland, just off the United Kingdom, you can get them because there's a lot of pirates on Portland.
There is.
Yeah. Okay. Stream Elements are saying, thank you for subscribing, Ravisha Sudha. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on board. We appreciate that. No end.
Thumbs up, guys.
Yep, if you haven't,
Please.
Hit those thumbs up, please. Much appreciated. Help the channel. And again, share it out if you can.
Crystal is saying, can you go to a post office and get your passport done? We can get ours done here, and that's why I asked. Yes, we can in Australia get your passport done.
We can here too. It's just the photo that's stopping him from having the passport. It's because on the photo ID, it says your hair has to be no obstructions over the eyes, and because no glasses. So, because of his eye is like literally, it's near enough shut, isn't it?
Yeah. And it runs all the time at the moment. Yeah, that's the reason why they want to take it out, because it's obviously it makes his face very sore.
Yeah.
But I think what you're saying is that then the people in the post office could see that is him.
Yeah.
But the problem there is all they basically do then is send that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it probably will be a face to face. I think the closest one's about 110 miles away from us in Bristol.
Yeah.
So we might have to just, chuck him in the back in the car and take him up there personally and see what we can do from there.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of another Papamozo style thing, we are looking for a candidate now or a recipient to go on another group cruise that's being organized in March in going out of Tampa under Fantastic Studios with Matt and Kimbra.
Yeah.
Yay.
So we're looking for a candidate right now to go out on that cruise. So that will be absolutely awesome. And news today out of Australia.
Yes. Happy news.
Happy news. The ban, as of the 17th of April, we will no longer have a ban. So we're cruising.
Amazing.
Sorry, Sean, was that March 24?
Yeah, it's March 23, 2023, going out. I don't know the date. I can't remember the date at this point, but it is in the month of March of 2023.
Okay.
And they'll be going out of Tampa on a 7-day cruise and going back into Tampa. So we're looking for someone who's coming out of the US. So. And any other people that are going to be there as well. So that'll be great. Okay, so Philip has answered the question. He says you could marry the Queen, then you don't need a passport. Now, it depends on Queen of what. Because there's no point in marrying the Queen of Denmark.
I suppose not.
Well, she's already married, so why would I want to marry her?
Yeah.
Besides, I don't believe in having a harem. I have the most gorgeous wife anyway, so what the hell?
Nicely recovered, Sean.
I'm ignoring him.
Hang on. What was that, Sarah?
I said nicely recovered, Sean.
Yes, he does well. He does well.
Smooth as silk, that one. Smooth as silk.
I learned it from Papamozo.
Yeah.
We can only just see over the top of the screen there, and we've got Papamozo from there, and it is looking like we're looking at twins, being honest.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Hang on, I'll do my.
Too much. No, he's got more. Papamozo has had
more. Yeah, Papamozo had more hair than me.
I was going to say, Papamozo's got more hair.
I mean, he had more hair up here, and he had more hair around here. I mean, what can I say? I don't know. Well, on the chest, yes, but now Troy is actually saying he doesn't think he'd marry a drag queen. We'll give a free passport, You know what, Troy? I didn't want to quite say it, but you took the words right out of my mouth.
There's a song there somewhere.
I'm
there.
sure there's a cue for a song in that one.
That's why I shut up. I mean, in fact, talking about singing, Papa Mozo would be one of those that would just jump out and start a song straight away. And it would be about, I mean, he even sang I Come From a Land Down Under as well.
He knew a lot of Aussie songs. His knowledge of songs, oh my God.
I'm sure he was an Aussie in his former life.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
Aussie blood.
He just knew a lot about a lot of things.
Very intelligent.
Very wise, very intelligent.
And he loved his cooking and recipes and soups.
Yeah.
He always talk about food.
Yeah. He'd talk about food and I'd get hungry.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be sadly missed.
He will be sadly missed, but I tell you what, even though he'll be sadly missed, we will have the most unbelievable time, because when we are talking about him, everybody's got a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Whether he's around now or he's not, everybody's got a smile on their face.
Yeah. He brought joy to so many people.
He did. Crystal is saying, Ilana, he is trying to get a bigger bag to pack for the trip.
Yes, I know, Crystal. That Ziploc bag is graduate. He'll graduate from a small to a medium if he's lucky. He might get 2 pairs of underpants, not one. That's his ration, his luggage ration, Sarah and Glenn. A Ziploc bag.
Right. Yeah, Glenn's the same with me.
Yeah?
Yeah, he likes to ration me on how many clothes I can take. And I'm like, Glenn.
Pay attention.
I'm a woman.
I say to Sean, Sean says, you've got too many shoes. I say, I'll take a few out, hun. And do you think I do? Of course not.
No.
Of course not going to check.
To me.
Like, one of them, check. One of them, check. One of them, check.
Paperwork.
Check. One. Check. That's for a fortnight.
Yeah. Said you can. We'll take some washing powder and you can just wash it.
I'll do it overboard.
You can wear it 3 or 4 times.
G'day, V. How you going? Hey, listen. Let me say this to you folks. If I'm only allowed to take washing powder for my, where am I going to fit my budgie smugglers?
That's it.
And I need my shoe.
You've got to take a shoe.
So you will just wear everything on the plane that you're going to take with you and have your Ziploc bag in your pocket. So you'll wear your budgie smugglers, you'll have your shoes on, you'll have 3 pairs of socks on.
For 3 weeks.
And then you can do that.
For 3 weeks.
Inside out.
Sean, now, where are you going to put your budgie smugglers? There's a clue in the name of those.
Ben.
I'm going to put them next to my budgies.
So when he with his washing powder, when he gets pulled up with the washing powder in a little plastic bag, they're going to be examining and they'll find his budgie smugglers, won't they? Bend over, sir.
Bend over.
So now we know what colour his budgie smugglers are. They're either white or bright yellow. So
look at Lorraine. Look at Lorraine. She says she found more clothes she needs to pack. Seriously?
I'm doing a test pack on the weekend.
I've just said to Glenn that we need to get our clothes out and do a test rehearse to see what we're going to pack. And he's going to be like, right, you don't need that. You don't need that. You won't need that. You won't need that.
Just say yes, yeah, and then ignore it.
Yeah.
Yes, dear, and pay no to
it. No.
Crystal is saying that a lady can never have too many clothes or makeup or shoes.
Or
just
anything,
saying.
Or too much of anything.
Yeah.
I think me and Crystal are going to have a chat on the cruise.
No, I've gone a bit mad on buying shoes at the moment. I've
Wow.
had a bit of a shoe thing. And I don't have a shoe fetish at all. Anyway.
No, well, mine is.
No, Sean that does.
It's Sean with the fetish, the shoe fetish.
Now, Jeffrey's asking whether you guys are to travel and take.
No. We're travel tour taste.
We're travel tour taste. We did start about a month or so after them, so we're about the same age. The 2 travel channels.
Yeah.
Now, what are all your channels, guys?
Right, we've got Travel Tour Taste, which is both of us. We've got Football Fans Live, which is Glenn. He does his live commentary on football. And then we've got my channel, which is Keep It Kind, where I teach people and show people and help people how to make bath bombs, soap, emulsified salt scrubs, and whipped body butter, lip balms, all things like that. So
I like that whipped body butter, but all right, okay.
Not as in, not as in.
That's why she's got no room in the suitcase.
Why?
all the whips and the body butter.
Don't tell her that.
Can I jump in your bag? No.
Oh, forgive me.
I think he would allow it.
Show us yours and I'll show you ours.
Lorraine is saying g'day to V. Najuma is saying g'day to V. We've got okay, this is going to be good. Lorraine is saying Christmas dresses. Rebecca and her have matching dresses.
Oh.
Now,
Wow.
Lorraine, we're going in October. It's not Christmas. Leave the damn dresses at home.
It could be Christmas any day. Well, it can't.
Wear whatever she likes.
Yeah. She wants to wear a Christmas day. Christmas dress.
Sparkle and glitter. Always good.
Yeah, I haven't got a sparkly dress.
Troy is making a good statement here. If you pack it, you carry it. Our saying used to be travel light, freeze at night.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the good news is? If I freeze at night, I just snuggle up. V is saying, hello, beautiful people driving. V, drive.
Yeah.
Concentrate on driving.
Yes.
We'll catch you after.
Philip is saying, just for the Melbourne people, one of the conditions of entry to Mumba was to do a COVID check-in, but the crazy government did not have any displayed QR codes, so he did not break the law. He left.
Fair play.
QR to outdoor events that are in the parks.
Correct.
It was a long weekend last weekend, and we have an annual event called Moomba.
Which means get together and have fun.
We haven't had it for I think we didn't have it last year because of...
No, we didn't.
Because of
Here in the UK.
Yep.
The UK's boring for things like that.
Well, it's an Aboriginal word that means let's get together and have fun, and you guys need to come down for that. I mean, you know.
I think there are better occasions than that, but.
Well, there is one in April.
Just on the current situation thing as well. Sorry, guys. Regarding the COVID and all that malarkey. Thailand also has opened right the way back up now, and they've, like yourselves, they've been very, very tight throughout the whole situation. So they've opened their borders. And also in the UK, if you go on the Disney cruises now from Southampton, you don't need to do the location form or anything like that. Which is great. So even the France one as well. So they are dropping all the restrictions in the UK as well. So which is great. So hopefully a lot of the other countries like yourselves as well just going to follow suit. So things are looking up.
I just read about New Zealand. I don't think that they're not. You don't need to isolate anymore. Apparently,
but they're still closed.
No,
there's no cruising.
No, they're starting to open up now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think everywhere is following suit now. They're like, right, that's it. Cruising community, let's get it back together. Let's get this travel back sorted, and So located form.
Sorry, Jeffrey. We are subscribed to your channel, my friend, and it's a great channel you've got. And if you are not subscribed, please, folks, have a look at Jeffrey Jamestown, basketball commissioner. It is a great.
Yeah, I think we did about a week ago, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He's talking to
baseball. Yep.
He takes beautiful photos.
Yep. Crystal is saying, wait, did you say football in the American football or soccer?
No, football, as in English football, not soccer.
The real football.
The original, the original, not the copycat. Although I do like it.
That's not a copycat. That copied rugby. What can I say? Lorraine, Disney World starts Christmas November the 1st.
Wow, nice,
Oh, okay.
nice.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, Jamestown baseball commissioner, is saying, Sean, just to let you know, I've been posted some short YouTube videos on his YouTube channel.
Well, everyone check them out.
And they are great. I mean, Jeffrey, you do some really, really awesome stuff. Thank you.
Jeffrey, we'll make sure that we check them out too.
Yep, but we are subscribed.
Yep,
Yeah.
they are. Okay. Lorraine. All right, what's Lorraine got to say? You see, we have to pack for the cruise and Disney World. So we need Halloween costumes and Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God, Lorraine, you're going to be rocking up with 455 cases.
What's it?
You just don't know, do you? Because one cruise I saw that they was doing an 80s reunion night. You just don't know what to expect when you get on a cruise.
Well, we don't know what to expect either. I mean, there are strange things happening, right? I mean, you never know. We might there might be a Aussie night.
Yeah, you just never know, do you? So you have to pack for all these different occasions just in case.
So if we had an Aussie night, who'd be the didgeridoo?
Glenwood.
The didgeridoo.
I'll be the didgeridoo. It'll be the didgeridoo.
Who's going to? Excuse me, but who's going to blow him?
I'll leave that to somebody else.
Oh, Papa Mojo, I'm so sorry, brother.
Eat laugh.
I'm trying not
Lorraine is saying we wear pin-up girls' dresses. Well, what's the point of pinning them up if they keep on falling down?
Oh dear.
Crystal, very nice. My daughter plays on the all guys team. She is a wide receiver and a safety. Very proud of her.
Amazing.
Excellent, excellent. And it is, I'll tell you what, it is great, whether you call it football or soccer or it is American football, cricket, rugby now, is that, you know, that even in the United Kingdom, they're getting coverage. All the female sports, football is massive over here now, and it's great to see. The females rugby is fantastic.
Yeah,
you know, and in honesty, a lot of the female football that because we do cover some of it, is so much better than the men.
Yeah,
so
they
much
just
better.
get on with it.
And the females cricket as well, the ladies cricket is fantastic, and it's great to see them getting the coverage that they should be getting now.
Yeah,
equal.
I was saying that just the other day too. We have a women's Aussie rules football league now, and it's televised, and they actually play the game cleanly but well. No mucking around.
Yeah,
just get on with it. They know the rules.
So
Done.
So
get it done.
Yeah,
and what's more, it's not violent. It's pure clean game.
Yeah.
You know, there's no intent to throw somebody off.
No falling to the ground, no diving unnecessarily. Yeah,
it's great.
It's good.
Ladies are leading the way.
Yeah,
for a change.
Which is nice to see.
Oh, careful, Sean.
Hey, we're allowed to think it, just not say it out loud.
But he just said it out loud.
I mean, the fact that they're actually out there and doing things better than us, it's nice to see for a change.
Nice recovery, Sean. Nice recovery. I'll say it again.
I think he's got a few years of practice.
Right, Sarah, because he knows what's going to happen after. So
yeah, so do I.
Notice how I'm keeping it zipped. I'm keeping mine zipped. I've been there. Enjoy your punishment, bro. Nice knowing you.
I love the punishment. It's the recovery afterwards. That's the fix up.
Stop. I mean, please don't stop. That's what I meant to say.
Exactly, yes. Oh, stop. I
What's
like
that?
it.
What's that? No. Stop.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Yeah. Okay. What track was that?
I don't know. The fast one.
The one.
Yeah.
The one.
All right,
wide
now,
one.
now, just between you, me, and the 15 other people that are in here listening right now,
Amazing.
Ilana and I had a bit of a discussion earlier on during the day.
Well, first of all, we had that lovely. We had a nice surprise come through the telephone today, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
Sounds like we did.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Not
Yes.
through the telephone.
No, well, came through my telephone.
Yeah, it came through hers. Well,
About something
okay.
happening in 2023.
Okay. So the discussion that we had this morning, our time, last night, your time,
Yeah.
about something coming out of Sydney.
Yes.
So the possibility is, and we're going to be checking it out ourselves,
Yes. Yeah.
that we might pick one of the 3 days.
Awesome.
I wish it was the
Awesome.
longer one, and I wish I was
Yeah.
going with you guys to show
We
you
did
my old hometown.
We did have
Yeah.
another look, and Glenn got the date wrong,
No, I've sent more details. They've got
but
everything.
you've got all the details. I think there is only one cruise, which is 3.
A 9, a 3, and a 12.
So it's a
Yeah.
9, a 3, and a
They've got all
12.
the details.
Yep. So we think we're going to do the 3 day, and if possible, my parents will come along as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
awesome.
Yeah, it'd be lovely to meet them face to face.
Yeah.
That'd be
Absolutely.
fantastic.
I'd like to meet them face to face too, but we've been in lockdown for 2 years.
Well, your dad's very tall, so you'll never meet him face to face.
That's true. I look at him in his navel.
Well, how are we going to do it then? We'd be like, yeah, waist high. Waist high. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump on that cruise with us, we got the details to hand there.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
He's got the
tell
details.
everyone about it.
Okay, basically what it is 3 cruises back to back. We didn't originally know this, unfortunately, but because it's a big birthday for me, it's a big birthday for Sarah again. As you can see behind, Sarah's just had the big
I just had my 50th.
cricket score, half-century thing. But it's next year in February. We'll be landing in Sydney on the 18th of February 2023, staying a couple of nights in a hotel in Sydney. We haven't got the details of the hotel as of yet, but first up for us on the 21st, we've got a 9-day cruise, which takes us from the 21st of Feb all the way up to the 2nd of March, up and around Sydney. I haven't put the actual destinations on here.
No.
And then we're back in Sydney and just off the coast there for another 3-day cruise, all on the Radiance of the Seas, which is the Royal Caribbean. And then on the 5th of March, that, like I said, they're all back to back, no changing of cabins. Then you've got the long one, which is the 5th of March to the 17th, a 12-day cruise. So in total, it's about 24 nights. But like Sean and Elena, they're looking at probably jumping on the 3, which is the one in the middle, which is from the 2nd of March to the 5th of March. But guys, like I said, we will be there in Sydney a couple of days before, and it'd be great to meet up with you. Or if you can make it on any of those 3 cruises, or even all 3, that would be amazing. That'd be amazing.
You realize you're beginning to sound like another one of our friends here.
Who might that be?
Dewey.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see where you're going with this one. I know. I think it is the frustration because we started, as you guys probably know, we started the travel channel, Travel to a Taste, just as we hit lockdown. And last year we only had 1 trip away, which was a disaster anyway, because I was ill for most of it. So I spent 2 weeks in Spain, more or less by myself. And that was the only trip that Travel to a Taste got on last year, unfortunately. So we feel now that over the next sort of year or so, try and make up for it and just go out. But save every single penny and just get out there and do it, but then hopefully bring as many videos and experiences to everybody out there.
Absolutely.
And to learn a lot as well. And to obviously meet people. You guys cannot wait. You know, that's the highlight. It's not about the cruise, it's about meeting people from around the world.
Yeah. And you've got to do it because you just never know what's around the corner.
Absolutely. Well, Papa Mozo taught us that one, right?
So don't put off today. What's the saying? Don't put off
till tomorrow.
Yeah, what you can do today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you can get away, get away. If you can travel, go traveling. Just enjoy your life and do what you can.
Very quickly, back in the chat there, Troy said to Crystal that it's awesome that her daughter, Crystal's daughter, is playing the footy, and Crystal is saying that she gets a lot of backlash from the men on the team, but she turns that into heart and shows them that she can do it, which is absolutely awesome. And Troy does what we all do, which is applaud her for it. That is an awesome thing to do. Absolutely.
Lead the way.
And one of the things that I don't know if you ever hear Vsauce Travel, Raphael from Vsauce Travel, the way he finishes off his stream every time, he uses the statement, "Life is short, travel more," and that to me says everything. Yeah,
absolutely.
And you don't realise it's a big wide world out there with so many beautiful things to see and do, and educate, and you learn so much.
Yeah, that's like we could keep on going back to the same destination year after year after year. But why would we want to do that when this world has got so many other different places that we can visit?
Absolutely.
So we want to go to as many different countries as what we can to explore that country, to take it. We are travel to taste. We want to travel, we want to talk, and we want to taste not only the food but the culture. So for us, that is what it's all about. So taking in what we can and meeting all wonderful people from all sides of this wonderful earth. So why stick to one destination which you love when you can go and explore thousands of others which you could love even more?
So here's the thing.
Amen.
We're now getting you to sell our beloved country and region, because you guys are coming down, having a look and seeing what we try and portray to everybody else, that Australia is really the top of the world.
Yes. And we will be doing our best to bring that to everybody, Sean.
Oh,
I've just got to try and be enthusiastic about Australia.
No, it's hard.
It's
You've got the Great Barrier Reef and
well, it's so
I mean, let's face it. I mean, Australia has the most venomous snakes, the most venomous spiders. It's got animals that'll kill you left, right, and centre. And quite frankly, I haven't seen any of them. Not this week, anyway.
Oh, sitting next to you.
I knew I was waiting for that. I was.
Oh, Glenn.
Yeah.
I was being nice.
I know. She knows I love her. She knows I love her dearly.
Yeah,
Now,
she does.
Are you planning on staying a few days at the end as well? Are you going to have some time here?
We haven't thought about that, but speaking to the agent who we're using, they said that they can
extend it,
fiddle things around, absolutely, which is what we're doing in Miami now. As you guys know, we're not only doing the cruise, we're there for a week before in Miami Beach, and we're there for a week after. So if anybody can get to Miami, even if you can't get onto the cruise, which I hope and pray that everybody can, come and say hello in Miami. Just like I said, we're going to be there a week before and the week after.
The same with Sean and Elena. You're going to be there a few
weeks
before,
early.
aren't you?
Yeah. G'day, Amy. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. We've been having some chats about things in the vein of Papa Mozo. I mean, we've been talking about some of the about Papa Mozo, and also some of the mentality ideas that he had, for example, his charity events, and how he would be happy assisting in things like helping hands, etc. So we just are glad that people have come on board, and just give us some info about what Papa Mozo meant to you. Moving on. So what we were going to suggest is your flights right now, you're flying into Sydney and you're flying out of Sydney.
Yes.
My question is, how hard would it be for you to change the fly out from Melbourne?
Okay, that is something, like I said, we can put to her, and she can arrange that. She can do that.
Yeah.
Because she said whatever you want to do, we can fiddle around with it, change it around.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they've not booked our flights as
No
such.
flights haven't been booked as such. I mean, they've obviously sorted out a lot from their side, but yeah, that is totally possible.
Yep.
Because we'd love you to come here.
I'd love to see it, and like I said, Ben was.
But then you're
we're
talking
seeing a lot more of
spiders
Australia as well.
and
so.
snakes.
No. Sydney is where they are.
Oh, okay.
Don't get any spiders and snakes here.
Sorry, well, but they can't swim.
Can they not?
No one wanted it.
Can you just put your forked tongue away? Troy, I think more people should travel out of their home country at least once. Learning about others and their cultures shows folks that people are the same no matter where they go in the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nail on the head, Troy. Nail on the head.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Also, a couple of people saying g'day, so that's awesome. And then Troy is saying we all want kindness and respect, and I would not agree with that more than your statement. I mean, it's so important. Respect is the biggest thing.
Yes.
The more we respect each other, I think the better life is, to be honest.
Yeah.
So think about it. Sydney, we'll come up there and go on the 3-day cruise, but then come down after.
Okay, yeah. We'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, please.
How long can we stay for?
Put
The
them on the spot.
bedroom upstairs is.
If you've got a shed,
it depends on how noisy Sarah is when she sleeps.
When I sleep, not too noisy.
Okay, the bedrooms are next door.
You know, we're going to France on the 1st of April. Well, even if I left her there, it would still wake me up during the night.
No, it wouldn't. I'm not that bad. No, not that bad.
Can you put a tape machine next to her next time so that we can actually?
Sean needs to hold a mirror up to himself.
I have done that.
Yeah. Do you snort?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
only if I don't have my CPAP on.
There's a CPAP. Without her,
Wow.
I would have, the pillow over the face a long time ago. I woke up in the morning, Judge, and he was like that, is what my defence would be. I found him like that in the morning, Your Honour.
Ilana,
can you just confirm we're not on the same deck as Sean in Miami?
Ilana, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart, sweetheart.
Yes, Phil.
I love you to bits.
Hang on, is there a but?
No but.
No but. He loves your 2 bits, but what are the other bits he loves?
Which 2?
That's it.
Oh dear.
Coming from them, that's rich, right?
Isn't it the truth? Isn't it the truth? Wow.
But
I mean, it's a sort of discussion I'd expect from Papa Mozo too.
I was going to say, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say, I bet he's up there wetting himself right now.
Yeah.
I hope this is all up close.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm sure he would.
He'll be smiling, having a whale of a time.
He would.
He would be. I mean, it's especially watching us have this joke around about in his name and about him. So, look, in all honesty, it's a real shock to have seen him gone, because we all expected to see him shortly.
Yeah.
But I know that right now he's in a much better place and he's feeling a lot more. He would be feeling a lot less pain and a lot less anguish over his current state of affairs. So
I think yesterday Shelley said that he's got his reward.
Yeah.
So
in
that.
V saying good day to a few people, but we've also got a stranger in here, a guy by the name of Danny Griswold. Welcome,
Danny.
Welcome in.
Oh, Danny boy.
We're busy talking about the man himself, Papa Mozo, and how we would be having lots of fun with him right now if he was still around, and how much fun he was being still around. So You know what, Jeffrey, you were correct. He
Amazing.
did do a live stream 3 days ago, and I happened to watch some of that. I think I got onto it for a minute or two, but you know what? He is a man who's very close to my heart. Let me say, close to all our hearts, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit of a shock for us.
Oh, I think for
So,
everybody, so.
well, yeah, it was a bit of a shock. So just didn't expect that at all.
No. Well, we're up to 20 people viewing right now, which I find quite amazing, considering it is 6:30 on the eastern side of the United States. It's what's it for you guys? It's 10:31
a.m.
Yeah, 10:31.
So what do you guys have planned for today? What's the rest of your day going to look like?
We are, YouTube working.
Yeah.
You know, we'll go and double check that we're already done the big bananas and all that type of thing to everybody that's been in here today. But yeah, we've got a fairly busy day, but we'll relax but busy.
Yeah.
Indoors, Sarah's still recovering. I'm still recovering.
And it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still raining. Is it?
Actually, I think it's stopped.
It's stopped now.
Oh no, raining now.
Raining now.
Quick, outside. It's not raining.
Yeah. Grab it while you can.
2 minutes.
But yeah, I think it's with the painkillers as well and all that type of malarkey. It makes you feel a little bit drained. Sarah has managed to eat for the first time yesterday in a few days. And I have to watch what I eat at the moment as well. So yeah, we're just going to take it easy, but we are going to be working throughout the day. We were going to be doing some live football tonight on the football channel, but we're going to weigh up and see how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
V is saying that Papa Mozo's loved his infectious laugh, and she was compelled to do Papa Mozothon because of his kindness.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's interesting. You said earlier that he always used to get so many people on his live stream with him. Even when we went on there, you know, I think we were due to go out for the day, but Papa Mozo just had that thing where you couldn't say no to him.
Yeah,
because, you know, the energy that came off of him, the care, the love, the enthusiasm, and whatever he suggested, whatever he said, wherever he tried to help, in prayer as well. You know, you were like, yeah, you were there with him. And a man that you could never say no to.
So here's the funny thing. Being Jewish, Papa Mozo would invariably do a prayer every now and then, and he would take into account the fact that we were of the Jewish faith, and he would make his prayers in such a way that he didn't want to offend anybody.
No. And he was great.
To me, that was incredible.
He was very inclusive.
Yeah.
Can I say, and I love the way that when we first started, Papa Mozo, I noticed that he had always had new channels on every week. He would introduce,
always.
You know, and it felt like we had known him for ages.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every Friday night, he would have
a new channel
on to introduce to the community.
But what was funny for me was watching him try and work the technicals. Man, he knew he was a technical whiz in inverted commas, right? So much so that it would be, Larry, Papa, give me a hand, or Ronnie, I need some help.
How do I turn this off?
Yes,
and still be running.
Now, what's that? How do I get that off? And everybody was willing to give him some advice.
Papa Mozo, you're still running.
Yeah, that's it.
Embarrassing ones, wasn't
Yeah.
Crystal saying g'day to V, and thank you for the amazing panel that they had last night.
And Danny,
excellent.
Danny's on his way to Half Moon
Key. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wow. Nice.
They were the first people from YouTube he met.
And then a g'day to Danny. Also, Crystal is saying, have a great day, everyone. She's off to take her daughter to school, and it's very foggy out.
Well, safe.
Drive safely, and Crystal, thanks for your company.
Nice to see you, Crystal.
Godspeed.
DD. Destination Delights. DD.
Yep. Danny, we were on the way. We're on the way to Half Moon Key. So sorry to hear about Mozo. We were the first people from the YouTube he met.
Oh, bless. Mm.
Yeah. Troy is saying to Crystal, safe travels. And yes, please be safe. Same out of Michael Ann. Danny, he was a great guy and Landon loved him. You know what? Yeah. I'm watching this. This is interesting. Landon loved him, and also Casey from Us and More. Yeah.
Adored him too. Yeah.
And
vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa.
Loved them too.
Yeah.
Danny, quick question. Does Landon know what the 5 food groups are that Papa Mozo used to eat? The 5 food groups. Danny saying good morning to V. We've got V going anytime, Crystal, and V's going super foggy outside, drive safe. Yeah. We don't have fog here. It's still summer.
Oh, now you'll have in February in Sydney, you'll have in the South Pacific. Nice weather.
Is it?
It'll be very humid. South Pacific will be very, very humid.
Mm-hmm.
So just be prepared for the humidity.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine.
Okay, I can live with it.
And the fact that you're coming the other side of the world means that you've got a total, excuse the French, but ass about face. Because being a Northern Hemisphere, you guys will be cool.
You'll be upside down.
You'll be down here where it's cool there, but it's nice and warm down here. So you'll be skipping a winter. So
that's the way to go. Now, Sean, did you say you don't get fog down there?
We do when it's really cold, but not right now.
I say, because we get like a mist even in the middle of summer, even when it's red hot. It comes in off the ocean and it's really icy. You can feel it hitting your face, and it's quite spooky. It's like, you know, one of the horror films, so to speak.
The mist.
Yeah, and it does, and it just comes up, and you can see it's like sheets.
Yeah.
And we get that in the middle of the summer, just the odd couple of days. It's crazy. It's quite phenomenal.
G'day, Clay, man. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you.
Hi, Dylan.
We've got Stan from Ambulating Adventures. Stan, how you going, buddy? Nice to have you on board. Again, a few people saying g'day. Wonderful panel today. Yes, thank you. Yes, we're busy sharing about Papa Mozo and remembering all the good things about Papa Mozo, not the negative stuff. So.
Well, there's no network.
Yeah. V, thank you for excusing my French. That was really good of you. Yeah. You should see my Italian. It's much worse. Clay, g'day to everyone and I mean, this is awesome. We're just getting people in who we haven't had in for a while, only because of the time change, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
So I know we're coming up to almost an hour and a half on the chat. And you've got Clay saying g'day to you guys.
Good morning, Clay. We did say good morning when she popped in, but good morning again, Clay.
Yep.
Lovely to see you. Thanks very much for joining.
Thank you, Clay, for sharing it. Awesome. Very nice. We're coming into roughly about an hour and a half. So we want to bring this to a close fairly shortly. And it's not normal, but I'm going to ask you, Glenn, if you don't mind, as a memorial to Papa Mozo, would you like to just say a couple of words?
Yeah. Heavenly Father, thank you that we were blessed to cross paths with one of your sons, Lord. Thank you that the service that he not only gave to you, but the way that he served his family and his friends and everybody that he met. Lord, I thank you for the joy, for the peace, for the concern and the words of wisdom that you fed him, Lord, that he could spread with the rest of us. let's not take this as a sad time and a sad day, but let's rejoice in the fact that we had the privilege of meeting such an amazing person. If it wasn't in person itself, face to face, then through today's technology, either way, we can say with open hearts and honest hearts that he will never be forgotten. And we were privileged to meet him. And we thank you, Lord, once again, that you put him in our paths, Lord. And we pray for Papa Mozo, that he will rest and rejoice in your company for eternity. Amen.
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 Thank you for those great words,
And
guys.
in our religion, we would like to say, may his memory be a blessing.
Blessing. Amen.
Amen.
And so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is just hang fire. We're just going to shut down the chat, and we'll just have a bit of a chat afterwards.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Love
Take
you
care,
all.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Look after each other and share a smile and be safe.
We send our love to Shelley and the girls.
Yeah.
And
Remember the
love
family.
with you.
So, folks, this brings us to the close of our time with Papa Mozo, and we only wish good things for the Ellsworth family. We thank you for joining us today, and please have an awesome day. Those of you the other side of the pond, those of you that are on our side of the pond, please have a pleasant evening, and we shall see you all on the weekend. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye now.